What's up, Zacchy Crypto fam? It's Zacchy, and if you're like me, you've got your eyes glued to what's happening with Cardano right now. Today we're diving deep into the massive catalysts converging for ADA, including some incredible on-chain data and of course that looming SEC decision on a spot ADA ETF. This isn't just hype, we're talking about real fundamental shifts that could send Cardano's price soaring. Could we actually see $3 ADA again? Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why May 29th is so critical and what it means for your portfolio. Alright, let's get straight to the data because the numbers coming out of the Cardano network lately are simply astounding. New on-chain metrics are showing a massive surge in daily transactions. Just at the start of May, we were seeing under 30,000 daily transactions. But here we are just a few weeks later and Cardano has hit a new monthly high, climbing past 50,000 daily transactions. That's a significant jump, signaling real growing activity and usage on the network. Now, it's not just transaction count. The volume is also impressive. In the last 24 hours alone, Cardano transaction volumes have soared to a whopping $684.6 million. This isn't just small retail trades. This kind of volume indicates serious capital movement and increasing utility on the blockchain. What does this tell us? When you see these kinds of consistent increases in on-chain metrics, higher transaction counts, surging volumes, it points to a healthy, active network with growing adoption. It's a fundamental strength that often precedes significant price movements. And for Cardano, these glowing fundamentals are being boosted by something huge that's just around the corner. The elephant in the room, the single biggest immediate catalyst everyone is talking about, the US SEC's decision on a spot ADA ETF. And let me tell you, the anticipation is palpable. We're talking about a May 29th deadline for this decision. This isn't just a regular date, this is a potential game changer for Cardano. Why is it so important? Think back to what happened with Bitcoin. When the spot Bitcoin ETFs were approved, we saw unprecedented institutional capital flood into the market. We're talking billions of dollars from traditional finance finally having a regulated, easy way to gain exposure to BTC. Then, more recently, we saw the same pattern begin to unfold with Ethereum, with positive signals around its own spot ETF. And SEC approval for a spot ADA ETF would trigger a similar wave of institutional interest. Imagine major asset managers, pension funds, and investment firms being able to seamlessly add ADA to their portfolios. This isn't retail FOMO, this is serious long-term capital that can fundamentally alter ADA's market dynamics. The odds of approval are looking increasingly favorable. According to Polymarket, the probability of an ADA ETF approval has climbed to 71%. That's a strong vote of confidence from market participants. While nothing is guaranteed until the SEC makes their official announcement, these odds reflect a growing belief that the regulatory environment is shifting and altcoin ETFs are becoming a real possibility. This isn't just about price, it's about legitimizing Cardano further in the eyes of the traditional financial world. So, with this major ETF decision nearing, what are the big players doing? The smart money, the whales are making their moves, and the data from Cardano feed confirms it. $680 million worth of ADA tokens have left exchanges. This is a huge bullish signal. When large amounts of crypto are moved off exchanges and into private cold storage wallets, it typically indicates accumulation. It means these whales aren't looking to sell in the short term, they're positioning themselves for a rally, holding their assets for longer-term appreciation. They're bracing for impact, anticipating a significant price increase if that ETF approval comes through. And what kind of price increase are we talking about? Cardano feed itself has suggested that ADA could be headed back to its previous peak of $3. For many long-term holders, that's a target they've been patiently waiting for. But some analysts are even more bullish. A previous price analysis by CoinGate noted that Cardano's price could potentially spike six-fold from current levels, setting a new all-time high. To achieve this, ADA would need to push past an ascending parallel pattern, which could tip prices to reach an ambitious $4.50. These are bold predictions, but when you combine the technical analysis with the fundamental and on-chain catalysts we're seeing, they become much more plausible. It's not just about ETFs and whale movements, though. The underlying fundamentals of Cardano are also incredibly strong and often overlooked. Investors are bracing for price spikes stemming from other crucial metrics, particularly core developer activity. You see, strong developer activity indicates a vibrant, evolving ecosystem. It means people are actively building, improving and innovating on the blockchain. And get this, Cardano is actually topping Ethereum and Solana in terms of core developer activity. That's right, the sheer amount of development work happening on Cardano is outpacing some of the biggest names in the industry. This isn't a minor point, it's a critical indicator of long-term health and future potential. Growing network activity leads to more use cases, more applications, and ultimately more demand for the ADA token. This sustained development points to a growing network that's not just surviving but thriving and expanding its capabilities. Pundits are even mulling over the prospect of ADA surpassing USDC in market capitalization, which would be a monumental achievement, signaling a significant shift in the crypto landscape and potentially having a huge impact on competitors like Solana. So, what does this all mean for you and your Cardano holdings? My outlook on ADA right now is extremely optimistic, but with a healthy dose of realism. The convergence of surging on-chain activity, the high probability of an ETF approval, and significant whale accumulation paints a very bullish picture for Cardano in the coming weeks and months. However, remember, market volatility is inherent in crypto. ETF decisions can be delayed, or the market might react differently than anticipated. Here's what I'm doing and what I suggest you consider. Stay tuned to the news. The May 29th deadline is critical. Keep an eye on reputable crypto news outlets and official SEC announcements. The immediate reaction to the decision, whether approval or delay, will be key. Monitor on-chain metrics. Continue to watch daily transactions, total value locked, and whale movements. Tools like TapTools or other on-chain analytics platforms can give you real-time insights. Understand the technicals? While the news is big, don't ignore the charts. Watch for that ascending parallel pattern breaking out, and keep an eye on key resistance levels. A breakout with high volume would be a strong confirmation. If you're looking to add to your position, dollar cost averaging is still a fantastic strategy. It allows you to average out your purchase price and reduces the risk of trying to perfectly time the market, especially around such a volatile event. This is crucial. Only invest what you can afford to lose. Have a plan for both upside and downside scenarios. Don't let fear of missing out drive your decisions. The potential for Cardano in this cycle is massive, and we are at a pivotal moment. The narrative is building, the fundamentals are strong, and the institutional eyes are definitely on ADA. Before we wrap up, a very important reminder. I am not a financial advisor. All information shared in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and should not be construed as financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments are highly volatile and carry significant risk. You could lose all your invested capital. Always conduct your own thorough research, and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Your capital is at risk. Never forget that. Now, if you found this deep dive into Cardano's current situation valuable, please give this video a huge thumbs up. It helps the channel immensely and ensures more people get these crucial insights. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my urgent updates. We're on top of the market 24/7, and you want to be part of the Zacchy Crypto fam. I'll be keeping a very close eye on Cardano, especially around May 29th. Expect an update video right after the SEC decision drops, detailing the implications and what our next steps should be. In the meantime, let me know in the comments. What do you think is going to happen with the ADA ETF? Are you bullish or bearish on Cardano right now? I love hearing your thoughts. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Stay smart, stay profitable, and I'll see you in the next one.